go.
Number 39.
Number 39.
Mom's calling.
Mommy got a pencil.
Said keeper. Oh, how much did he weigh?
10 pounds even.
Oh, wow.
You know, I said 915
You were
is what I
close.
guessed.
You were close. That's what Mom guessed too. Mom guessed 9:15.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Now we're both 1 ounce
Yeah.
off.
Oh, my gosh. You guys, hi. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Ashley, and we talk about all things Duggar all the time. And today is the day we have been waiting for. I am so excited I can barely even get my words out straight. You know what I'm talking about. The moment the entire Duggar watching community has been holding its collective breath for has finally arrived. Jessa and Ben Seewald have officially welcomed their sixth child, their precious new baby, into the world. And not only that, but after what felt like an eternity, a full 5 days of suspense that had all of us refreshing our Instagram feeds like our lives depended on it, they have released the birth video and revealed the baby's name. You guys, when I tell you this video melted my heart into a little puddle on the floor, I am not exaggerating. It is emotional, it is beautiful, it is raw, and the new baby is absolutely, positively, pinch your cheeks adorable. We have so much to break down today. We're going to dive deep into the birth video, moment by moment. We're going to talk about the name, the meaning behind it, how it fits with the other kids' names, and the fan theories that were flying around. We're going to look at the reactions from the whole Duggar clan, and of course, what all of you have been saying online. This is going to be a long one, a deep dive. So grab your popcorn, grab your sweet tea, get comfortable, and let's get right into it. But first, you know the drill. If you love staying up to date on every single Duggar development, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to ring that little notification bell so you get an alert every single time I post a new video. You are not going to want to miss a single thing, I promise. Okay, are you ready? Let's do this. Alright, so let's rewind the clock just a little bit, back to 5 days ago. It was a quiet afternoon, and then BM. A new post on the Jessa Seewald Instagram page. The picture was simple, but it spoke 1,000 words. It was a shot of Jessa in a hospital bed, looking tired but absolutely glowing, and Ben was right there by her side, looking at their new baby with just the most adoring expression I have ever seen. And there, nestled in Jessa's arms, was a tiny, swaddled bundle of joy. A little hand was peeking out from the blanket. The caption was short and sweet. It said something like, "Baby number 6 has arrived. We are so in love and soaking in all the newborn snuggles. More details to come soon." And when she said soon, we all thought she meant, you know, maybe the next day. But Jessa, she knows how to build a suspense, doesn't she? She learned from the best. So, the announcement was made, but there was no name, no stats, no gender reveal even. The blanket was a neutral cream color, so there were no clues there. The speculation immediately went into overdrive. Day 1 passed. Nothing. Just radio silence from the Seewald camp. We saw a congratulatory story from Jinger in LA, just reposting the photo with "So happy for you guys. Can't wait to meet my new nephew or niece." Even Jinger didn't know the gender. Day 2. The internet was on fire. People were digging through old Q&As, looking for any hints Jessa might have dropped about potential names. The big debate was, would they continue with a loose nature/botanical theme to go with ivy and fern? Or would they go back to the Spurgeon style of naming, picking a famous theologian? Would they finally use another J name in classic Duggar tradition? I saw so many amazing theories. Some people were convinced it was a boy, and they were going to name him something like Cedar or River. I saw a lot of guesses for Willow or Sage if it was a girl. On the theologian front, the name Calvin was thrown around a lot. I even saw some people guessing they'd honor a family member. Maybe a James after Jim Bob? The possibilities were endless, and with each passing hour, the anticipation just grew stronger. Day 3 was when we got a little crumb. Ben posted an Instagram story. It wasn't of the baby. It was a picture of Spurgeon and Henry playing with Legos, and in the background, you could see Ivy holding a baby doll. The caption was just, "The best big siblings." But you guys, the internet detectives went to work. What color was the doll's blanket? Was there a letter block somewhere in the Lego pile? People were zooming in, enhancing the photo, looking for anything. It was hilarious and a testament to how invested everyone is in this family's journey. By day 4, the comment sections on Jessa's post were just a waterfall of "what's the name?" and "we can't wait any longer," and "boy or girl." The suspense is killing us. It was all in good fun, of course. Everyone was just so excited. It's been a while since we had a new Seewald baby, with George having arrived back in late 2023, so the excitement for this new addition was palpable. And then, on day 5, it happened. This morning, Jessa posted a link in her bio. A simple, unassuming YouTube link with the title, "Our Baby's Birth and Name Reveal." I think I clicked on it so fast I almost broke my mouse. Okay, so this is the main event. The YouTube video. It's about 22 minutes long, and it is packed with so much emotion. I've watched it 3 times already, and I cried every single time. Let's go through it together, scene by scene. The video opens at their home in Arkansas. It's late at night. The lighting is dim and cozy. Jessa is on camera, talking in a quiet voice. You can tell she's in the early stages of labor. She's calm. She's breathing through contractions, and she's just kind of rocking on a birthing ball in her living room. Ben is right there, rubbing her back, getting her water, being the perfect supportive husband we know him to be. She explains to the camera that her contractions started a few hours ago and that they're getting stronger and closer together. She mentions that her mom, Michelle, and her sister, Jinger, who happens to be in town visiting from California, are on their way over. You can see the birth tub is already set up in the corner, ready to go. The plan, she says, is for another home birth, just like she planned for most of her other children. This part of the video is so serene. It's a beautiful look at the quiet, intimate moments before a baby arrives. You see Ben praying with Jessa, you see them timing contractions on a phone app. There's a real sense of peace and preparedness. The next scene cuts to a few hours later. Michelle and Jinger have arrived. They're helping out, making sure Jessa has everything she needs. Michelle is her usual calm, reassuring self, drawing on her experience of, 19 births. Jinger is there being a wonderful sister, holding Jessa's hand, offering words of encouragement. It's a really sweet sisterly moment. We don't always get to see the older sisters interacting like this in these situations, especially with Jinger living so far away. So this was a special treat for viewers. It was a glimpse into that sisterly bond that has endured despite distance and the different paths their lives have taken. However, the mood starts to shift slightly. Jessa mentions that something feels a little different this time. The labor isn't progressing as quickly as it did with Ivy, for example. There's a bit of a stall. This is where you start to feel a little bit of tension building. As viewers who know her history, specifically the hemorrhage with Spurgeon and the C-section with Fern, your heart starts to beat a little faster for her. You just want everything to be okay. And this is where they make a pivotal decision. After laboring for many more hours and not seeing the progression she was hoping for, and after consulting with her midwife over the phone, Jessa and Ben decide the best and safest course of action is to head to the hospital. In a voiceover, Jessa explains this decision with such grace and wisdom. She says, you can have the perfect birth plan, but at the end of the day, the goal is a healthy baby and a healthy mom. We've learned time and time again to hold our plans loosely and trust God's plan. And right now, we feel like God's plan is for us to go to the hospital. I just have so much respect for that. It shows their maturity and how they prioritize safety over a specific experience. It was a powerful echo of her experience with Fern, where a similar decision led to a C-section. But this time, you could tell she was at peace with it from the start, not disappointed. It was a proactive choice, not a last-minute emergency, which makes all the difference. The next part of the video is the car ride to the hospital. It's dark outside. Ben is driving, and Jessa is in the passenger seat, breathing calmly through more intense contractions. They're talking quietly. Ben is so encouraging, telling her what a great job she's doing, that he's proud of her. It's another one of those moments that just shows what a solid team they are. Once they get to the hospital, they get checked into a room, and the vibe is so different from the home setting, but still very positive. The nurses are kind and accommodating. Jessa is hooked up to monitors, and we get to hear the baby's strong, steady heartbeat for the first time. Thump thump, thump thump. It's a reassuring sound that cuts through all the tension. Jessa bravely opts to try for a VBC, a vaginal birth after cesarean, which is a testament to her strength. We know she had a successful VBAC with her 5th child, George, so this was something she was hoping for again. The video shows her walking the halls, bouncing on the ball, trying all the things to get labor moving again. Ben is with her every step of the way. Then, things start to pick up. Fast. The video cuts to Jessa back in the bed, and you can tell it's go time. The doctor is there, the nurses are there. Ben is right by her head, whispering in her ear. This part is filmed so respectfully. It's not graphic, but it's incredibly raw and real. You see the effort, the strength, the sheer power of what a woman's body can do. You see the pain, but you also see the determination on Jessa's face. And then the moment the baby is born, the camera focuses on Jessa and Ben's faces. You hear the baby's first cry, that beautiful, miraculous sound. And the look on Jessa's face is just pure relief, pure joy, pure love. Tears are streaming down her face as the nurse lays the baby on her chest. Ben is crying, too. He leans down and kisses Jessa, then kisses the baby's little head. It is, without a doubt, one of the most moving moments I have ever seen in any Duggar birth video. The nurse announces, it's a boy. A boy. Another sweet little boy to join the Seewald family. At this point, I was just sobbing. It was so beautiful. They spend the next few minutes just soaking it all in. That golden hour after birth. Just the 3 of them, whispering to their new son, counting his fingers and toes. He's absolutely perfect. He has a little bit of dark hair, and he is just so tiny and precious. But the heart-melting moments were not over. Oh no! The video then cuts to the next day. Jessa is sitting up in her hospital bed, holding her new son, and in walk the kids. Spurgeon, Henry, Ivy, Fern, and George come marching into the room, their eyes wide with excitement. Spurgeon, being the oldest, is so serious and gentle. He walks right up and just stares at the baby in awe. He gently touches his head and says, he's so little. Henry is a bit more boisterous, immediately asking, can I hold him? Ben has to gently tell him to wait just a minute. Ivy, oh sweet Ivy. She climbs right up on the bed next to Jessa and is just fascinated. She keeps pointing at his little nose and his little mouth. She has such a sweet, nurturing spirit. You can already tell she's going to be an amazing big sister. Fern, who is still just a toddler herself, seems a little confused but very interested. She keeps patting the baby's blanket. And little George, the former baby of the family, just looks on with wide eyes. It's that classic moment of a toddler realizing they've just been promoted to middle child status. Ben then lifts each of the older kids, one by one, to give the baby a gentle hug and kiss. It is the cutest, most heartwarming parade of sibling love. The room is just filled with so much joy and love. It's chaotic, yes, with 5 other kids in a small hospital room, but it's a beautiful chaos. This is what it's all about. This is the family they have built. Slight transition. A graphic appears on screen. Part 3, the name reveal. Host. Okay, so we've seen the birth. We know it's a boy. We've seen the siblings meet him. But the video is titled, Our Baby's Birth and Name Reveal. The last few minutes of the video are dedicated to this. The scene is back at home. They've been discharged from the hospital. The family is all gathered in the living room. Jessa is on the couch, holding the baby, and Ben is sitting next to her with the other 5 kids gathered around them. It's a beautiful family portrait. Ben starts talking to the camera. He says, we are so thankful to God for a safe delivery and a healthy baby boy. We've had a few names in mind for a while, and we've been praying about it. We wanted a name that was strong and had a lot of meaning for us. Jessa then looks down at the baby, and then up at the camera with a huge smile. She says, "So we want to introduce you all to the newest member of our family." Ben says his first name. "This is Shepherd. Shepherd. Oh my goodness, you guys. Shepherd. I did not see that one coming, but the moment I heard it, I loved it. It's perfect. It's gentle but strong. It's biblical but not overly common. It fits so well." But they weren't done. Jessa then added, "His middle name is James. Shepherd James Seewald." Wow. Just wow. Let's break this down because this name is packed with significance for them. First, shepherd. The biblical imagery here is so powerful, especially for their family. Ben is a pastor. The role of a shepherd, guiding and protecting his flock, is central to his calling. In the Bible, Jesus is referred to as the Good Shepherd in John, chapter 10. Psalm 23, "The Lord is my shepherd," is one of the most famous and beloved passages in all of Scripture. It speaks of guidance, comfort, and protection. For them to choose this name, it feels like a declaration of their faith and a prayer over their son's life, that he would be guided by the Lord, and perhaps that he too would have a shepherd's heart, caring for others. It also has that gentle, pastoral, nature-wide vibe that connects beautifully with his big sister's names, Ivy and Fern. It's a brilliant bridge between the theologian names, Spurgeon, and the botanical names. It feels like the perfect choice to tie the whole sibling set together. And then the middle name, James. This is a classic, strong biblical name. The book of James in the New Testament is all about faith in action, about being doers of the word, and not hearers only. It's a very practical, steadfast book, which feels very much in line with the Seewald's character. But also, James. Could it be a nod to Grandpa Jim Bob? Jim Bob's full name is James Robert Duggar. For years, fans have wondered if any of the kids would honor their parents with a name. While Jessa has always marched to the beat of her own drum, choosing a classic name like James could be a subtle, lovely way to honor her father, especially now that he's a grandfather to so many. It could also just be a name they love, of course, but the potential family connection adds another layer of sweetness to it. So, Shepherd James Seewald. It is a fantastic name. It's meaningful, it's unique without being strange, and it flows beautifully. I am 100% a fan. What do you guys think? Let me know your immediate reaction to the name Shepherd James in the comments below. I am dying to know. Now that we've welcomed Shepherd, it feels like a good time to look back at Jessa's incredible journey through motherhood and birth. Each one has been so different and has shown a different facet of her strength and her faith. This isn't just about having babies. It's a story of growth, adaptation, and resilience that is truly inspiring to watch, regardless of your own views on family size. Let's start at the beginning with Spurgeon Elliott Seewald, born in November 2015. This was the birth that really set the tone for Jessa's public motherhood journey. She planned a home birth, and the labor was long, over 48 hours. The birth itself, which took place on their living room couch, was successful. But what happened after was truly terrifying. Jessa suffered a postpartum hemorrhage and had to be rushed to the hospital for a blood transfusion. It was a dramatic and scary start, and she shared it all with a rawness and honesty that was pretty unprecedented at the time. It showed us right away that she wasn't going to sugarcoat the realities of childbirth. Next came Henry Wilberforce Seewald in February 2017. Again, they planned for a home birth. This time, Jessa's labor was much faster. But once again, after the birth, she experienced bleeding complications that prompted a call to 911 and a trip to the hospital. Thankfully, it wasn't as severe as with Spurgeon, but it established a pattern of high-risk postpartum situations that had fans concerned for her. It also showed her incredible calm under pressure. Then, in May 2019, came the surprise arrival of Ivy Jane Seewald. This was the birth that famously didn't go according to plan, in the best way possible. Jessa's water broke, and she thought she had hours to go. She was just chilling on the couch when she realized, oh, this baby is coming now. There was no time for the midwife to get there, no time to even get off the couch. Ben, with the guidance of the midwife on the phone and the help of his mother-in-law, Michelle, delivered his own daughter right there on the living room couch. It was fast, it was unexpected, and it was a beautifully redemptive story after her previous 2 traumatic experiences. And it gave us their first daughter, Sweet Ivy Jane. The 4th birth, with Fern Eliana Seewald in July 2021, was another major turning point. After a heartbreaking miscarriage, Jessa was understandably praying for a smooth experience. She planned another home birth. She labored for a long time at home, but just like with Shepherd, the labor stalled. After much prayer and consultation, she transferred to the hospital. There, they discovered the baby was in a transverse, or sideways, position. A C-section was necessary. Sharing this story was so important. For a family so known for natural, unmedicated births, Jessa showing the emotional struggle and ultimate peace with needing a surgical birth was incredibly powerful. It showed her priorities once again: healthy mom, healthy baby. That C-section with Fern set the stage for her 5th birth, George Augustine Seewald, in December 2023. Many wondered if she would schedule a repeat C-section, which is often the recommendation. But Jessa was determined to try for a VBC. This birth was a planned hospital birth from the start, showing her wisdom in adapting her plans based on her medical history. And she did it. She had a successful VBAC, a healing and empowering experience that she also shared openly with her followers. And that brings us to Shepherd James. This birth feels like the culmination of all her past experiences. It started at home, embracing her love for that environment. It involved a peaceful, proactive transfer to the hospital, showing the wisdom she gained from her experiences with Fern. And it ended with another successful VBAC, reinforcing the strength and capability of her body. It's a beautiful full-circle story. Each birth has taught her something new, and she's carried those lessons forward with such grace. It's truly a remarkable journey. Of course, a new Duggar baby is a major event for the entire family. The congratulations have been pouring in from all corners of the Duggar universe. Michelle and Jim Bob released a statement on their family blog, which was very sweet. It said something to the effect of, "We are overjoyed to welcome another precious grandson into our family. Shepherd James is a beautiful baby, and we are so proud of Jessa and Ben. They are wonderful parents, and it is a joy to watch their family grow. We can't wait for all the snuggles." Classic Grandma and Grandpa Duggar. Jinger, who was actually there for part of the labor, posted a beautiful tribute on her Instagram. She shared a photo of her holding Shepherd and wrote, "Welcome to the world, Shepherd James. It was so special to be in town for your arrival. Holding you is a dream. Jessa, you were a rock star. So proud of the amazing mother you are. Love you all so much." Having her sister there must have meant the world to Jessa. Jill and Derek Dillard also posted their congratulations, sharing Jessa's photo to their stories with the caption, "He's here and he's perfect. So happy for you," at Jessa Seewald and at Ben_Seewald. Congratulations. It's always so nice to see the sisterly support between them. Joanna and Austin Forsyth, who are busy with their own crew of little ones, posted, "So thrilled for you guys. Can't wait for our kids to meet their new cousin. What a blessing." Even the more quiet family members, like John and Abby or Josiah and Lauren, will likely have reached out privately. This is a moment of pure family joy that seems to unite everyone. And what about you guys, the fans? I have been scrolling through the comments on Jessa's video and on forums all morning, and the reaction has been overwhelmingly positive. I saw one comment that said, "Shepherd James. What a beautiful, powerful name. It made me tear up. The perfect name for the son of a pastor. Congratulations, Seewalds." Another one read, crying watching this, "Jessa, your strength is incredible. Thank you for being so open and sharing your story. You show so many women that it's okay for birth plans to change. Shepherd is absolutely precious." There was also a lot of love for the way the older kids were included. A comment I love said, "The way Ivy looks at her new baby brother is the sweetest thing I have ever seen. And Spurgeon is such a good, gentle big brother. You are raising wonderful children." Of course, there was some lighthearted discussion about the name. One person joked, I was way off with my guess of Cedar, but I love Shepherd even more. It's perfect. And someone else pointed out the connection I mentioned earlier, writing, Shepherd is a perfect bridge name. It connects the theologian names and the nature names. Genius! The response has been a tidal wave of love and support for their new family of 8. Can you believe it? Jessa and Ben now have 6 children. A family of 8. That is incredible. They have officially surpassed the number of children that some of her siblings have, and are well on their way to the large family they've always said they'd love to have. Let's just take a moment to list them all out, because it's an amazing crew. Spurgeon Elliott, age 9. Henry Wilberforce, age 8. Ivy Jane, age 6. Fern Eliana, age 4. George Augustine, age 1.5. And now, Shepherd James, newborn. For boys and 2 girls. What a lively, full household that must be. We've seen them upgrade to their bigger house. We've seen them get the giant passenger van. They have fully embraced the logistics of a large family. Jessa is a homeschooling mom, a content creator, and now a mom of 6. Ben is a pastor, a devoted father, and Jessa's rock. Looking at them now, they seem so settled and content in their life. Their focus is on their faith, their church community, and raising their children. Jessa continues to share her life, but on her own terms, through her YouTube channel, which gives her creative control over her family story. It's a different path from the reality TV world she grew up in, and it seems to suit her so well. What's next for the Seewalds? Well, for the next few months, it will be all about adjusting to life as a family of 8. It will be sleepless nights, endless diapers, and juggling the needs of a newborn with the needs of 5 other children. But it will also be filled with newborn snuggles, first smiles, and watching the beautiful bond form between Shepherd and his siblings. Will they have more children? Both Jessa and Ben have always been open to having as many children as God blesses them with. So, I would not be surprised at all if we hear another pregnancy announcement in a year or 2. But for now, their hands and their hearts are completely full with their 6 beautiful blessings. This new chapter for them is so exciting. Shepherd's arrival feels like the beginning of a new era for their family. They have navigated so much: fame, controversy, dramatic births, heartbreak, and immense joy. And through it all, they have remained a strong, united team. The birth of Shepherd James is more than just another baby announcement. It's a symbol of their enduring faith, their resilience, and the beautiful family they have built together. This birth video wasn't just a birth video. It was a story of hope, strength, and the profound love of a family. And the baby himself, oh, he is just a doll. He is going to be so loved and doted on by his parents and his 5, count them, 5 older siblings. What a welcome he has received into this world. And that, you guys, is the wonderful story of the arrival of Shepherd James Seewald. My heart is just so full for their family today. I could honestly talk about this all day, but I want to hear from you. What was your favorite moment from the birth video? What are your full, detailed thoughts on the name Shepherd James? Do you think the middle name James is a nod to Jim Bob? Do you love the name as much as I do? What do you think is next for Jessa and Ben? Let me know absolutely everything in the comments down below. I will be down there reading and replying to as many as I can. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today for this extra long, super detailed breakdown. If you enjoyed this video and want more Duggar deep dives, please give this video a huge thumbs up. It really helps out my channel more than you know. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you are subscribed and have that notification bell turned on, because the Duggar news never stops, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Congratulations again to Jessa, Ben, Spurgeon, Henry, Ivy, Fern, and George on their beautiful new son and brother, Shepherd. We are all sending you so much love. Until next time, you guys. Bye.